Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill of Cricut Designs, and I have some wonderful news today. Cricut has released a new feature in Design Space, and it is so we can curve our text in Design Space. Yay, applause! It's been a while. We've been waiting for this feature. It is well worth the wait. Cricut has made it so easy for us to use this feature. Now, I do want to start off by telling you it is only available for the desktop version currently. So you're going to see me using my desktop. The mobile apps, you cannot use it in the mobile app. There's something that Cricut is working on for the future. We do not have a release date of when it'll be available for mobile. So it is only desktop version for now. All right, but let's see how easy it is to use. So I'm on my Cricut Design Space mat screen on my desktop. I come over here to my left menu and I click on the text. I'm going to type in happy birthday. Okay, and I'm going to move this over here so you guys can see this. And now what you're going to notice is up here in your top menu, you're between alignment and the advanced feature that we already had, we now have the new feature, and that is curve. So you're going to click down that down arrow, and it is going to open up this diameter slider bar. Now you think of a curve as a circle, right? So the diameter of the circle is what this is going to be measuring and changing for us. So we can slide it to the right and it curves your text down like magic. You can go all the way around if you want. And if you curve it to the left, it curves it upward. Okay, so that's pretty slick. Think about all the possibilities of things you can make with that curve. That is really cool. But it only does one line at a time. What if you wanted to do it like I did here in my example where I have a curve on the bottom and a curve on the top? So I'm going to move this one down here. Let me go ahead and curve that back. Okay, so I'm going to move this back over here. And now I want to start a new one. And I'm going to do happy, but I'm going to put birthday on the second line. Okay, so now I have two lines of text, but I can split these out. So I'm going to come up here to my advanced feature. I'm going to click on the down arrow there, and then it says ungroup to lines. All right, so I'm going to ungroup the lines. So now happy is its own line and birthday is its own line. Okay. The reason why I wanted to do it this way though is because I wanted to size this the same size easily. So I already sized the font. You saw me do that. So that these are the same font size. Okay, so that's why you would want to do it this way as opposed to doing each line separately if you wanted to combine two lines. All right, now I'm going to pick happy and I'm going to go curve happy. So I'm coming back here to my curve feature. I'm hitting the down arrow and I'm going to slide it over until I get happy curved about the way that I want it curved, maybe a little bit more than that, about like that. Okay, so then what I want to do is I want to highlight and copy the number up here, the diameter number for happy, and then I'm going to highlight birthday. I'm going to move this down, move this up a little. Okay, so I've got birthday highlighted. I'm going to go back into curve, and what I want to do is in the diameter box, I'm going to copy and paste the same diameter that I had for happy, but instead for this one, I'm going to put a minus sign in front of it. Okay, and now your happy and birthday have the same curvature line. So you'd be able to use this on your project and you would have that same shape here. Okay, you can kind of envision a circle. Now, this is using a Cricut font. However, you can use a system font if you want. Now with the system fonts and the Design Space fonts, if depending upon the font that you pick, your spacing between those letters may be different, okay? And you may need to play around with that. So you can do two things. You can come over here to your top menu. I have birthday highlighted, and let's say I wanted these to be a little bit closer together. I can change my my letters by clicking on the down arrow on letter spacing and see how it's pulling those letters in, or I can move them out further if I'd rather have them out further, but it's still keeping that same curvature of the word birthday. All right. Now the other way you can do this, maybe you just want to move a particular letter, like this Y looks like it's really way away from the A. So I can come up here to advanced and I can do ungroup letters and I can move my Y over a little bit till it looks better to me, just because I didn't like the way that was spaced out. Now once I've done this, this is now set, okay? I cannot change the curvature of this again. I would get this the way I want it, then I would come up here to group and I would be able to group my letters, and now I have this, so when it cuts out it'll be the way that I want it on the curve. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. If you are working with a system font, let's just try that so you can see that it works with the system font. So I'm just going to do Happy Day. Okay, so I've just typed in a word. Whoops. I went a little crazy grabbing too many things. So with Happy Day, I can come over here and go into fonts, okay, and come over here in my font feature and hit system, and then I can come in here and just pick a font. Okay, so the main thing about the system fonts, Cricut has tested these with a lot of different system fonts, but you may run across one or two occasionally that it just doesn't work very well with it, and you might just need to pick another font. Because every designer designs their fonts differently with the spacing and everything, and so sometimes that a particular font may just not look right. So that was just a little tidbit for you. But I've got a system font in here, and I can curve this. I just wanted to show you it is possible with system fonts. Yay! All right. Now, if you decided that you wanted to, I'm going to grab my happy birthday again up here. Okay, so here's the happy birthday, and I'm going to ungroup this for the moment. And let's say that you wanted to use this in Design Space on a mobile app. So you're going to design it on the desktop only. You cannot design on the mobile app. But if you wanted to create a, let's say you wanted to create a birthday card, you could do this. And I'm just going to grab a birthday cake, and I'll just use this one. It'll take a second for it to pop over. Okay, so here's a birthday cake. I can color my letters and make this look all cutesy, however, however I want it in here. Okay, I'm just highlighting those letters and then picking whatever I would want it to be. Now this one, because we ungrouped it, we would have to do each letter. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. So you could certainly do that. Now this is a little bit about working with fonts here. Okay, so I'm having to click each one because we ungrouped these letters earlier when we were using this. Now I have this all laid out. It's curved. It looks good. I can then highlight this whole thing and come down here to my layers panel, and I can flatten this now. Okay, so now I've turned it into a print and cut file, and up here you'll see that it's a print and cut file. And when if I save this file in Design Space on the desktop mode, I would be able to use it on my mobile version because I've now effectively created this as an image instead of an individual cut letter. Okay, for this part of it that's on the mat. All right, so you can do a little bit of manipulating with it. If you want to use it on the mobile version, you can't design on the mobile version, but you could cut this from the mobile version if you've already created it in the desktop mode. Okay, so just wanted to show you guys that. I think it's a really great thing for us to do. It's super easy. I cannot wait to see what all you're going to create with it. But just to highlight it, this is only available for designing in the desktop mode. It's not available for designing on the mobile apps yet, and we're not sure of a release date for that. You can only do one line of text at a time. but you can split the lines like I did here with the happy and the birthday using the alignment feature, and you can also space out your lettering using the line space feature here. Okay, so hopefully you guys will enjoy playing with this. Cannot wait to see what you're going to make, and it should be a lot of fun. And it's super easy to do. So we couldn't ask for more, right? I'll talk to you guys later. I will have more videos coming out showing you how to use this feature for different projects. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I would appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.